What's up, guys, and welcome back to another Danny Plays video. I know I posted earlier today, but I am posting again for the Inktober video today. Yesterday I said I would be doing 6 and 7 today because it is the 7th, but 6 came out really good. It might be one of the most detailed drawings I've ever done, and since it came out so good, I decided that topic 7, which I had no idea what to do for, it would just be better if I did 7 and 8 tomorrow, because I don't really know what to do for either of those, so that video might be more interesting with the two of them, where this one's better with just the one. So the topic today was spirit, and it's Halloween, so the obvious thing to go with would have been like a ghost or something, but I, for whatever reason, had other plans. And I've come up with a decently original idea, I think. The idea of, basically, I thought I would draw some kind of, like, elemental spirit thing, which I know those already exist. Like, I don't know what they exist in, but I'm pretty sure that's a pretty common fantasy trope. But what I wanted to do is, like, some kind of golem that has been combined by, like, all the elements, and, like, controlled by like one central spirit. So what I started with was by I did fire for the head. So I used the fire element for the head, and then on the right arm, I can't tell if I'm doing it right now because it's covered with I think I am. It's covered with the recording thing, but with the right arm, actually, that's the left arm. Sorry, I'm looking at this backwards. That's the left arm. I did a stone design for the earth element. I then proceeded to fill half of the body with, or not exactly half, but one side with the spike with the earth element to show that this golem has kind of been split up. Also, I really like the floating limbs look. I mean, they don't stay floating. I mean, they kind of do. Like, they shouldn't be able to be supported with what I support them with. Also, that orb changes later. It stays an orb, but it changes into kind of a spirit, like a soul. So I thought that'd be a good center. Anyway, for the actual right arm this time, I decided to go for... Technically, water's the element that I was going with here, but I thought that ice would make more sense because it's solid, although I guess I don't really focus on that too much because later I make one of his legs made of clouds, so, you know, there's that. Now, it is ice, but I end up using the my normal crystal design to make the ice crystals, and I think you can still kind of tell what it is. It definitely looks like crystals, but I think you can tell it's ice just by the way they're all piled together. So I really do end up liking how the ice arm might be my favorite part, actually. Although the plant leg, I do a leg made of like wood, and I'll get to that when it comes, but that one was also pretty good. Although I do like both the arms better than the legs, but just detail-wise, I'm not sure. Anyway, I really like just the way that they're all kind of directed in towards the center. Now, don't ask how ice is somehow staying frozen right next to fire. I don't know. It's magic. Let's see. Do I have a story for this thing? Not really. Could I come up with one pretty quickly? Yeah. Like, I could probably say something along the lines of, hey, this thing was once, like, a human or something, and its spirit is now trapped within, like, the earth, and it pulls the elements of the earth to make itself a physical body again, or something like that. But the initial shape and pose of this, I really like it. I looked up reference pictures of golems, and I used like 5 different pictures while trying to think of what to do. Like I didn't think about doing ice. I was gonna do like liquid water, and then I found an ice one, so that was helpful. And so the reference pictures were also useful for the pose, because this is the exact pose I had in mind. Kind of it hunched over with its arms in the ground. But I didn't really know how to do it, so finding a picture with that pose was definitely a good thing. None of them had the floating head, though. Most of them were just made of straight rock and either didn't have a head or the head was attached. So the floating fire head was a good idea, I think. And I didn't see really any with fire, so... Nor did I see any like made of wood or stuff. It was really just ice and rock. But still, they came in useful. Anyway, I'm doing the wood one now, and what I'm doing down kind of at the knee thing is I'm doing almost like a stump. Like, maybe if we're sticking with that story I came up with in about 5 seconds, we could say, I guess, it ripped a tree from, like, cut up a tree to make its limbs. So that's, like, kind of the exposed inner layers. And I end up doing a few chunks of that in the hip. And I like the foot. You can't really see the foot because it's behind one of the arms, but I like the kind of... I did the rectangles to kind of show almost toes, but not really, because it probably can't move those. It's more of just extra support. Anyway, I tie it together. I can't tell if I'm doing this right now because, again, it's behind the recording thing. But I then add vines that are tying the limbs together. Now, these vines are too flimsy to obviously support it, so once again, magic. And I'm kind of running out of things to say. Oh, I did add leaves. I remember this. I added leaves to the corners of the limbs growing out towards the other limbs because I thought that was just nice. I don't know. I wanted to add leaves in there somewhere, and that seemed like the best place. And I like the vine design so much that I go back to the earth area, and I don't use vines, although I thought about wrapping vines around it. But I actually go back and add roots, as if they were like tree roots or something, holding the stone side together. Again, too flimsy, but that's not the point. I mean, the ice side is literally held together by electricity, which, while drawing this, I learned electricity is incredibly hard to draw, and anyone who can draw lightning, I applaud you. Because I struggled with it multiple times, and could not think for the life of me how to do it. So, if you can do that, you've officially earned my respect in the drawing world. Let's see, what did I do next? Well, I think I'm doing the roots right now, yeah I am. What I did next was, well, I don't know if this is what I did next, but I couldn't really think of what to do with that big leftover center part. I thought about doing lava, but I didn't really know how to portray lava without color, so I just went halfsies, and then did stone on one half and ice on the other half, and I think that looked fine. But I did do a diamond in the center. I don't know what the diamond was. Maybe it's like another part of the soul. I did try to tie the body together with roots, but that just didn't look right. The other ones are allowed to look flimsy because they can, but I feel like the center one has to look special, so instead I go in and draw my portrayal of what a spirit would look like, I guess. And that's about all I can say for this one, because even though I really like the way it turned out, and this is one of my favorite drawings I think I've ever done. Oh wait, have I not done the cloud leg yet? I guess I could talk about that. But I'll get to that in a second. This is one of my favorite drawings ever. In fact, some of these Inktober ones have been my favorite. Two of them. This and the mech drawing are two of my, I'd probably say top three, so the Inktober drawings might make a... And I think part of that is because Inktober gives me a topic, and I'm forced to work with that topic, so it does kind of push me outside of what I usually do. So I'm finding things that turn out pretty good compared to what I usually do. And, it's definitely making me better. And I think the biggest thing there's three things that I think I have to work on. Lighting and shading, I'm counting that as one. Actually I can take fur and feathers as one, but I'm going to erase those and say texturing. So I'm going to say lighting / shading, and texturing are the biggest things for me. Because I don't do much lighting, I don't do much shading, and I don't do much texturing. The stone is about as far as my texturing goes. So, also sorry if my voice is still a little off. Never mind, I already said this in the earlier video today, so if you want to hear whatever I was just about to say, although you could probably guess, just go check out the video that came out earlier today. Or my other drawing videos. I would really appreciate it if you check out the other drawing videos, because I'm really enjoying these. And, it could be a fun idea to start an art channel along with my normal channel, because I really enjoy these. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, like and subscribe. Bye.